Good morning, everyone. It's day 2 of the Book Buddy-a-thon. I am still currently reading Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. This is the book I was budding reading with Christina DeVries. She has already finished this book. I've got about 15 more pages to go. Once I'm done with this, then I will be moving on to Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. And so it's going really well so far. And I'm really happy with my progress, so I will check back with you tomorrow. Bye. Hello everyone, it's day 3 of the Book Buddy-a-thon. Yesterday I finished Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi, and I believe I've been saying her name wrong the whole time. I apologize, but it was a really good book. Now I see what all the fuss is about. I started Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children on audio, and I think I was missing out a lot because the audiobook says please view this PDF that comes with this audiobook to follow along with the pictures. And so I listened to it and I think I was missing out on a lot, so I stopped. I brought the book with me to work today and I'm hoping to get some reading in during lunch. So that is my plan for the day. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Have a good one. Hello everyone. It's the end of day 4 of Book Buddy-a-thon. I started 3 Bedrooms, 1 Corpse by Sherlane Harris today. I'm about 95 pages in. I put Miss Peregrine's on hold for today because I needed something that didn't require me to actually look at pages. I started listening to this on audio at work today, and so far so good. Really easy, interesting case. And so that is my update for today. I don't think I'll be vlogging for the rest of the Book Buddy-a-thon, but I hope you guys had a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi there everyone. Yesterday was the end of the Book Buddy-a-thon. The Book Buddy-a-thon was hosted by Elena from Elena Reads Books and Sam from Cold Tea and Crumbs. This readathon was a week-long readathon, and there were 5 challenges which you had to accomplish with a buddy. And so my buddy was Christina from Christina DeVries. I'll link all the channels down below. Christina and I decided to start the buddy readathon off with our buddy read, which was Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. I think that's how you pronounce her name, and I'm sorry if I butchered it once again. This story is about a girl whose touch can kill people. She won't kill them instantaneously, but if she touches you long enough, you will die. And there is a movement going on at the time that this story is taking place, and that movement wants to use her to torture people to get them onto their side. And that's basically how our story starts. All I have to say is now I know what all the hype was about. This book was great. I really enjoyed it. I got through it rather quickly within the first 2 days of the Book Buddy-a-thon. And Christina and I had a great time just direct messaging each other about what we were feeling about it, and we also emailed each other. The only problem I had with this book was, I'll zoom in here a little bit. If you can see on the top there's some striked out wording. Now throughout the book there is striked out wording where our main character is having thoughts in her head, and she strikes it out and says something completely different. This kind of helps to give a little bit more insight of what she's thinking, and I really enjoyed that, but it took me a really long time to stop myself from skipping over the striked out wording and actually having to go back and read it and then continue. As I said, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 stars, and I believe my book buddy also gave it 5 stars, and we enjoyed it so much that we will be continuing our buddy read with the second book in the series next month. The second book I read was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This book was not what I was expecting. I was expecting a really creepy read, and that is not what I got. I wasn't creeped out at all. However, I really enjoyed this story. I started this on audiobook and I just wasn't getting anything from it. I had chatted with my buddy Christina about it, and she had told me that the pictures give a lot to the story, and I had actually had a physical copy at home, and so I decided to stop at chapter 3 on the audio that I was listening to and just wait till I got home that night to continue reading the story. So when I got home that night, I flipped through the pages that I had already been through and looked through all the pictures that I missed, and then continued from there. And I am so glad that I did, because the pictures really give a lot to the story. If you do decide to pick this up, definitely read a physical copy where you can see all of the pictures. Now, that being said, the pictures creeped me out quite a bit. I will show you the title page to the book just as an example. Okay, you see, that creeps me out. Again, I'm the last person on the planet to read this book. But to recap, this story is about a teenage boy who grows up believing all these fantastical tales that his grandfather tells him. Now, as he grows older, he starts disbelieving that what his grandfather is telling him is true. His grandfather shows him pictures of these children that he grew up with to try to get him to realize that the stories that he's telling is true. And then one day his grandfather gets attacked, and he, out of the corner of his eye, sees something that he cannot explain or even believe he saw. But his grandfather kind of sends him on this adventure to an island in Wales, and it is there that he finds out that his grandfather was actually telling the truth. I really enjoyed this story. Even though it wasn't the creepy read I was hoping for, it was a great adventure, and I'm really looking forward to continuing the adventure in the next book. I gave this book 5 stars. The last book I read was 3 Bedrooms, 1 Corpse by Charlaine Harris. This is the 3rd book in the Aurora Teagarden series. In this series, Aurora is an amateur sleuth, and each book in the series so far has been a different case. In this particular book, Aurora is showing a home for her mother, who is a realtor, and she stumbles across a corpse in one of the rooms. This was an enjoyable, cozy mystery. There is another mystery that was mentioned in this story about a house, and I believe that house is our setting for the next book in the series, The Julius House. So I'm looking forward to learning about the mysteries surrounding that house in the next book. Those 3 books complete all the books that I had slated to read for this readathon, and they complete all 5 of the challenges that were set out at the beginning of this readathon. So I'm happy to say that I have successfully completed the readathon. I want to thank Elena and Sam for hosting such a fun readathon, and my book buddy Christina. It was great to meet you, and I'm glad that I made friends with you over the last couple weeks. This week I am participating in the Fairy Tale-a-thon, so keep a look out for my daily vlogs and wrap up sometime next week. I hope you guys are all doing great, and until next time, take care and smile always.